Marth, which EarlOfM also plays Marth, but
right.
I've heard in some matchups, like especially against fast characters that you can't really tipper consistently, Lucina does have things that Marth doesn't. Like the forward smash, Marth kills really early, whereas Lucina's is just this massive wall of death that's very difficult to get around, whereas Marth, if you get hit by the sour spot, it's not that threatening.
That's something I wanted to mention, and I feel like with Sheik's overall great amount of pressure and combo and carrying off a stage, it would be much more beneficial for Lucina to just easily get some decently strong hits, just continue with it. And right now, it seems like Big Mac is having a substantial lead, keeping him off stage and having stage control. And the Needle's keeping him off stage even more.
Although a lot of this is just the matchup. This is going to be a very like disadvantage and advantage heavy matchup, just because like both of these characters combo the other really hard. Like as soon as you can see EarlOfM take stage control, then he puts on a lot of percentage, and then Big
Good
Mac
patience coming from Big Mac right there. Not initially going out with an offensive option, but reading what EarlOfM was going to do.
Ooh.
I'm shocked that that forward tilt actually didn't connect. How big are those hitboxes?
I think the Lucina hitboxes are actually like a few pixels smaller than Marth's. Because one of the patches, they buffed the tipper range.
Right.
And it was mostly like supposed to buff like what was non-tipper is now tipper. But they're circles, so it's like, okay, now it reaches a little bit further than Lucina's does.
Just a wee bit. Wanted to mention earlier, like 10 seconds ago in the match, Big Mac had very good awareness of the options that EarlOfM was going for, and patiently just went for the grab and got him off stage once again. But Dancing Blades not being able to kill him just yet, not getting that buff from Ultimate. Just 6 more months until that comes by.
Although he did definitely use the fact that you can delay it there, because Big Mac might have popped out the top, but he just waited a little bit so Big Mac had enough time to fall back into it.
Ooh,
nice.
Good air dodge from there. That was a little bit of a risky usage of the dash attack near ledge. Ooh. And finally, that Dancing Blade taking away the stock. EarlOfM with a very high percentage, although it doesn't really matter. Marth and Lucina can do some pretty decent stuff with Rage.
Oh, certainly.
No.
Like that?
Wow.
Yeah, that... I died to that when I played EarlOfM today, too.
No way!
Like, okay, so what you gotta realize about that move is it looks easy to tech, but it has almost no hit lag on it. So I think it's unreactable a lot of the time. So you will like go to tech like any other move where you can just reaction tech it, but it happens so fast that you'll buffer air dodge.
And then you won't be able, and you just remove your stock.
Yeah.
I see. I just gotta say, that was pretty much just like a dang Houdini trick right there, just disappearing with the up B. And Smashville, I mean, this is a pretty stationary choice. It's we call in Chicago Starterville. Probably the same everywhere else, but trying to be unique.
And you know, the other saying is Sheikville, but this stage does benefit Lucina a lot. Lucina is one of the few top 10 characters who will kill off the sides more so than off the top.
Oh yeah, those forward air trains. Like Ryu isn't exclusive to just having that forward air string. It's very good for like pretty much most characters that Sheik like fights against.
And also Lucina's forward smash will just kill you at like, especially on Sheik, that thing's gonna kill at like 70.
Right now,
you can get at the ledge.
Big Mac just has a substantial lead right now, having over 100%. As I say that, he doesn't have over 100% in the lead, but even then, he has a very obvious... Ooh, that was a nice little setup with the needles right there.
Yeah, you normally see that move off stage, the needles to bouncing fish, but it works as long as you're high enough to not hit the ground mid-combo, and yeah.
Yeah, that was very smart. He's not used forward smash within the match yet, keeping that fresh and also throwing off for a good mix-up. Oh, that usage of Dolphin Blade felt a little bit questionable, especially with no method of escaping, just landing very easily on stage. Not like just no option to escape.
Yeah, that might be part of the reason Big Mac chose Smashville. On stages like Battlefield especially, and also sometimes Lilat, that Dolphin Slash can be a bit trickier to punish just because they can land on platforms.
Right.
But on Smashville, if the Smashville platform's not there, even if you get the frame 1 invincibility and block out of the combo, as long as Sheik is still there after that, she can get the punish.
Just a little bit beforehand, Big Mac was getting a little too comfortable and just bouncing fish on the top of stage, just like flying fish and just not really benefiting him. EarlOfM almost got a pretty strong up air to take a stock, but to no avail. He's still losing pretty decently. And as I say that, he's in a much better, he's in as good an advantage state right now. He's got him pressured, and he's back.
Yep. Ooh.
There we go. Now that was a
that was
very
a
good.
DI
That was
mix-up.
nice.
Yeah, Big Mac was expecting like an up air out of shield or maybe a dash up smash or something. Not Dolphin Slash, that's for sure.
And at the angle that it sends you, it'd be really hard to react and just be able to input DI at that time.
Yeah, like I was saying before, that move is unreactable to getting hit by it.
It comes out around frame 3, correct? Something along those
I'm
lines?
not sure where the hitbox is. I know the invincibility is frame 1, which is absurd.
Ooh, in that instance, Big Mac was originally, prior to these moments, he was going for those up air kills and trying to go for the air dodge reads. And right there could have been a prime moment to just take away that stock and have a 2-0 lead.
Ooh, no jump.
Ooh,
Yep.
just like that. That's a dead Lucina.
All right, so that was a strong answer from Big Mac, especially after game 1. Game 1 was looking rough, but yeah, if you can just keep the stage control for long enough and not get rage janked, then
Right.
you can definitely do this as Sheik.
I'm curious if... Oh, right, so never mind. I was about to state if he was going to choose a different character. Not necessarily
likely
Marth,
not.
but this is probably his best option within the matchup.
He does also have a Cloud. I remember before he had a Ryu, which would be a very good choice against Sheik, but I don't know if he plays Ryu anymore. I haven't seen it recently.
It's not dethroned or removed from his kit, but definitely not as well practiced as his other mains. But right now, being able to keep a decent lead and doing a good little mix-up there, not trying to be too offensive and waiting for that fall down. Trading there, pretty much keeping it even right now on stage, just doing a little bit of footsies. Ooh.
Solid neutral air to get back from the ledge.
It's just right now, it's not too much to commentate about because they're both playing rather optimally and trading, but that was a good back air. Trying to see what he'll do reacting. Oh, he read the, oh my gosh, the air dodge was gone.
And that's such a huge, like, area of kill hitboxes that, like, it doesn't matter how he drifts towards the end. Like, he was able to just react to where Sheik was landing and then throw that Thundercats out in the general direction, and that was the end of the stock.
So Earl was trying to cross up using the neutral air, I believe, and go behind his shield and not get grabbed, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. Both of them whipping grab just barely out of the grass, just trying to grab that big shield.
Yeah, this isn't Melee.
Come on,
Lucina Marth can't just grab you from across the stage.
Nice perfect shield coming from EarlOfM.
Oh, he was...
Yeah, as you were saying before, she was trying to delay the usage of, or the different inputs from... He tried. He wanted to give him a little bit of the sauce back, saying, hey, you can up smash, I can up smash too. I also got these feet that'll kick you, and he's just gone.
He was in initial dash, so he couldn't shield.
Again, good perfect shields coming from both players.
Wow. Lucina has such strong throw confirms. Even if they don't do a whole lot of damage up front, it puts you in a really bad spot, and she can easily just continue it into something else.
I think it's definitely, in my preference, to have a simple setup that is effective and leads to a possibly even more advantageous moment for you, rather than a fancy combo that can possibly risk your stock, you know? I'd rather have a safer option that's able to just...
Ooh, he missed the ledge. He might have been going for like an aggressive option, expecting EarlOfM to try to two-frame him on ledge, but
I think he was trying to do. I think he was trying to do a roll read, possibly. It seemed as if he was being a little more hasty when getting back to stage in the current scenario on Smashville, but it just worked out in his favor at that point. Because the way, at least to my knowledge, the way that the hitboxes are set up is that you have the main one at the main sword, like from the hill to the tip, and you obviously then have the wind boxes down at the bottom that lift it up to the main hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why Big Mac went for that, but it did not work out. EarlOfM had it sniffed out somehow.
It's a good choice from EarlOfM to slip through the platform and not land there, being rather obvious decision there. But right now, EarlOfM 2-1 ahead of Big Mac. Both these characters, like both these players, are very good. Both ranked on the PR for a very good reason. They seem to sway back and forth in who has momentum, who can do what. That could have been a scary moment right there. Oh, and then an even scarier moment right there.
Is this it?
What is he doing?
No.
What is he? Okay, that was cute.
I thought he was going to push him to the ledge in F smash because Town and City has pretty close side blast zones, but
I was thinking somewhat similarly. I was thinking he was going to bring him to the edge and then do his neutral B charge.
Yeah.
Because with that percent and knowing, oh, he just got him down. He got the download. He is all in his head right now. It seems like, yeah, Big Mac is definitely playing a lot more defensive and campy, not taking too many risky options while approaching. And EarlOfM just doesn't have any reason to lose his lead.
Oh, he might have been going for the single hit neutral air into F smash, but then he realized he was too high in the air and just took the second hit of neutral air.
It was a safe option too, being able to retreat backwards, but that counter lasted any longer. He would have went to Gracie Grace and lost that stock.
I think that was intentional, that he realized the platform was going to carry him away from Big Mac, so he couldn't be punished for using counter.
I was not expecting the usage of that grenade, but it seemed to be rather effective. Ooh. I think Big Mac was trying to read for the option of the air dodge landing, but didn't react in time.
I mean, I think EarlOfM just realized that it wasn't a real 50-50 and jumped out.
Better safe than sorry at this kind of stakes. Like, when you're in winner's semis and you're about to get the finals and possibly land a spot in grands.
Oh, that's going to do it.
Oh, there he goes. He just tossed him out.
Big Mac's spacing on that forward air was a little bit worse than it had to be.
There was a good choice that came from Big Mac rather than going to the ledge and possibly risking more safety with an option. Just going to stage. Ooh, he's trying to read. Yep. Very good patience that just came from Big Mac.
Also, that throw was a DI mix-up. The DI you need to do for back throw is the opposite of the DI you need to do for down throw and forward throw, and also up throw, which are the ones Sheik normally uses.
Right.
So if you get the DI mix-up, it puts them into a spot where you can get a 50-50.
Oh, is he going to carry him? Oh, tried really hard to do that. But unfortunately, didn't work.
But it did put on quite a bit of percentage, and the combo kept going. I don't think he has a jump.
Good
Finally techs it.
Could have been very, very devastating deja vu. Yeah. We would have had an upset Mac at that point. After he lost the stock, we had a little bit of a verbal reaction, but again, this is very intense. Both high quality and very good players. Everything's... Oh, there you go. Finally connecting one of those 50-50s.
It was the double 50-50 because he had to read not only that he was going to air dodge, he also did the cross-up up air so that he read that EarlOfM was going to read that he was going to do the regular up air and instead drifted forward so the DI flip-flopped, and that's what allowed him to kill.
I could never, I'm being serious, I can never interpret or analyze that kind of content, and that's a reason why these players are currently at the ranks they are now. It's impressive. Yeah,
Sheik's a character nowadays where you need to be really good at rock, paper, scissors because there are multiple kill confirms you can do that are like 25-75s, or you need to read two 50-50s simultaneously in order to get the kill.
It's also, to continue with what you're stating, it seems as if most of the time you have to have a full grasp of the whole game. Tech, movement, reading, conditioning, because Sheik, although with rather easy combos, killing is obviously her main issue. So, like you said, those rock, paper situations are ultimately what's going to allow her to be in the tier that she's in now for this game. That's unfortunately dying, but we're not going to bring that up right now. It's just, it's okay. Patience coming from EarlOfM, just staying on that platform, knowing not to do anything to them.
That was a very smart grab from Big Mac. He had to throw that out really quickly. In order
That
to not
pivot
get
grab, that was clean. Very smart choice for EarlOfM using the Nair to cross up through shield and not get into a worse spot. And continuing with more Dancing Blades. Visually flashing pretty good, but
I'd say Dancing Blade's a bit more than pretty good. Dancing Blade's pretty amazing.
Yeah, in this game it is, the usage from different, it varies so much with every entry of the series. I feel like in Dancing Blades within Smash 4 can be both racking up damage, mix-ups, and then also, trying to think of the correct word, I'd say establishing, interesting angle being sent from up smash. That must have been the sour spot, right?
Yes. The sweet spot on up smash is pretty tricky. It's all directly above.
Just single needles going acupuncture on him. And just take the fish home.
Standard ledge get up.
Jeez. But as I was saying, Marcina using Dancing Blade, you could use it for multiple different options, and also to kind of keep distance away from your opponent, not to do anything too risky.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper so the players don't hear me. You know what you're gonna see?
What?
If EarlOfM can I was about to say that.
Well, there you go.
He did it right as I was about to
Matt
tell
just
him
heard
what
you.
was happening.
He took off the one earbud and listened to you, and he's like, you know, Moniker's saying something really smart right now.
He read my mind.
I'm gonna snag it.
I hadn't even said it yet, and he was like, oh yeah, I know that option.
Dude, he's a psychic. He's freaking genius. 200 IQ.
But
Oh, trying to read right there.
EarlOfM is not out of this yet. All he needs is one solid like back air at ledge or something to finish this stock off. And then if he can get a shield break on the next stock, that will do it. It's going to be tough though.
Oh,
Not
good
yet.
DI coming from Earl. Not ending this set too soon. I have never seen a Sheik use nearly as many grenades as Big Mac does. It's a decent off-stage press. Like, it has a lot of pressure off-stage and requiring you to... it limits the options.
The 2018 plays.
Yeah, really. All the new...
Yep.
That was very... I understood what he was going for. He wanted to try and do a strong option that wasn't expected, but
No,
ultimately, it left him open.
If you watch that last game and even game 4 again, there were multiple times where EarlOfM was at ledge, and in order to get back from ledge, he tried to do drop from ledge, double jump up, and then either forward air or neutral air. And Big Mac was able to block that,
Right.
and then punish and then put him back off stage, but it didn't kill. And doing that multiple times, he knew he was getting hit for it, but it was to condition Big Mac to shield at ledge.
Right.
So then he would be able to do ledge hop, neutral B once
And that would
Big
lead
Mac
to the
had
shield
a-
break. Whoa. What happened here? Hey. Oh boy. So we got some non-2020 vision right now. This is some blur beauty over here.
Oh.
I guess we really have Warren on camera.
Stream,
It's
take my
blind.
glasses.
Yeah. Real blind. We
All right,
can't
we're
see.
back.
There we go.
See, they worked.
But I was gonna mention. Big Mac. He thrives.